Today, I'm going to be erasing Christian McCaffrey's stats all the way down to a 0 overall. And for every touchdown he scores, it's 100 points to spend on upgrades. And the goal is to get him all the way up to a 99 overall. But, I mean, as you guys can see, to start things off, my boy Christian McCaffrey is a 12 overall. I mean, you guys already know. We can't actually go all the way down to 0, so this is the best you're gonna get. But as you guys can see, we got to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers in week 1. I mean, the Niners did win this game in real life, but at the same time, Christian McCaffrey is not trash in real life, so this game could go either way. Anyways, I guess it's time for the moment everyone has been waiting for. I'm just gonna get this done and over with and try and go for a run. I mean, it looks like we actually picked up 1 yard. Obviously, McCaffrey is total ass right now. I mean, once we get a speed and acceleration upgrade, he shouldn't be terrible. I mean, surprisingly enough, we do have 3 yards on the run right now. To be honest with you, I thought we would be losing yardage. I mean, when I did this video with the last running back, which was Nick Chubb, it was so difficult. We didn't get any yardage in the first game. I mean, we did get a couple touchdowns, so we got some yardage that game, but like in total, we lost yardage for the amount of times we got stopped behind the line. The good thing about the 49ers though, I mean, they have so many weapons, so hopefully it won't be too difficult to get the ball to the 1 yard line. Going up against a defense like the Steelers is probably the worst matchup you could possibly ask for to start things off, because obviously their defense is no joke. Thankfully, we're going to find Kittle for another first down. And after that, I'm just going to run this swallow cross play of Debo again, and hopefully we can get it to the 1 yard line. If not, we're going to probably only have 2 attempts at this. That's going to be hard to do. I mean, we're in for the touchdown. I wasn't trying to do that. That's the problem with our first down being at the 1 yard line. I mean, we need to barely get out. But I mean, clearly, that was not what I was going for. I mean, at least our defense got a stop, so we're still tied. If we score on this drive, we're actually going to have the lead here. We're going to find Ayuk too, and it looks like he's gone for a massive pickup. I mean, as I said, the Niners are actually stacked, man, so it shouldn't be too difficult to get the ball to the 1 yard line. Hopefully this time we don't accidentally score another touchdown. We're actually at the 1 yard line this time. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I thought I accidentally scored a touchdown for the 2nd drive in a row, but anyways, this is where the real challenge begins, because now we have to rely on McCaffrey, who is getting no yardage. Honestly, that's exactly what I was expecting. We ended up losing yardage on that play, and the way this run is going, it's looking like we're gonna have to go directly at Hayward. No way we get pushed in. Let's go. I mean, the Niners O-line is actually terrible, so I'm kind of surprised they did their job with the blocks there. But as you can see, things are not going so well in the 3rd quarter. I mean, I would say I'm not surprised because McCaffrey is still our best player, but it's not like we don't have all the weapons we could possibly ask for. I mean, even though McCaffrey sucks, we should still be winning this game because, I mean, obviously the Niners are loaded. That is a crazy run from Debo. I mean, don't get me wrong, this game is nowhere close to being over, but I mean, obviously we need to score on this drive, and we're also going to need to play really good defense after this. I mean, that one play that McCaffrey did end up scoring a touchdown last drive, we barely got in. I mean, our O-line kind of helped us, or Kittle, I don't know who it was, but someone ended up pushing us into the end zone, so hopefully that happens again here. But obviously, as you can see, we're back at the 1 yard line. It's looking like we're probably going to get smoked the second we hand the ball off, but actually, we're in for another touchdown. We got pushed in again. This time, it was the Steelers defense that kind of pulled us in. So again, I'll take it. That's 2 touchdowns on the game for McCaffrey, which is honestly a whole lot better than I thought he would do. But as you can see, we're back out here in the 4th quarter. We have a 4-point lead right now, so it seems like our offense is finally starting to do their job. And same story with the defense. The Steelers tried to go for it on 4th down. Clearly, that didn't work, so we have crazy field position here. I mean, if I was smart, I would probably be running the clock down right now, but I want to try and get 1 more touchdown with McCaffrey so we can have 3 upgrades by the end of this game. We're gonna find Debo, and that is not the yardage I wanted. I mean, it's 3rd and 4, and I don't really feel like running the ball, so I'm gonna try and pass it to McCaffrey here. I mean, I'm probably gonna go for it on 4th down if this doesn't work, to be completely honest with you. I mean, yeah, that's an interception. That is not what we wanted. No way. We might have just thrown the game away, bro. That was a really stupid decision looking back, but I mean, I kind of got greedy there. That's going to be a pick 6 from the Steelers, and that's going to give them the lead with 51 seconds on the clock. I mean, as I've said a million times, this offense is stacked, so I'm kind of expecting to at least get in the field goal range to send it to OT. Best case scenario, though, I mean, hopefully we can get a touchdown to end this thing. We're going to find Debo, who's wide open, And yeah, okay, things are looking good. The Steelers brought up a 3rd down after that. So, I mean, I'm just going to put the ball in the air here just to try and end things. And hopefully this works. Debo, please. Thank you. He's wide open, but there's a flag on the play again. Apparently it's illegal touching on Debo, so that comes back. I mean, it's 4th and goal now, so if this doesn't work, we're kind of screwing ourselves. But I mean, I did not come this far to lose. Thank you. That's game. Let's go. I could have sent it to overtime with a field goal, but I did not want to do that, thankfully. Debo's going to save the day for us. So, I mean, that should put the game away. There's only 12 seconds on the clock. And I mean, as you can see, it looks like we're going to escape with the win. I mean, that was kind of a mini heart attack after throwing that pick 6. I thought that was how we were going to go out, to be completely honest with you. But thankfully, I made up for it. But after that, I mean, we have 200 points to spend on upgrades since my boy got 2 touchdowns. So we're going to go ahead and max out speed. And I'm also going to max out acceleration. So our running should be top tier. And after all those upgrades, obviously, as you can see, Christian McCaffrey is still a 12 overall. I mean, looks like we haven't made any progress at all, but trust me, those upgrades are going to make a huge difference. But as you can see, we got to take on the LA Rams in week 2. I mean, again, this is a game we should be able to win. And honestly, even though it's in LA, this is pretty much like a home game. I mean, I know you guys have seen the amount of Niners fans that show up at Rams games. Anyways, the Rams were having a pretty solid drive to start things off on offense until we forced a fumble. So we have the ball at the 48-yard line, which is great field position. And as you can see, Christian McCaffrey should be fine this game. Clearly, it looks like that 99 speed and 99 acceleration is going to pay off. I mean, with that, he's faster than he was before, and he's actually faster than Tyreek Hill right now, even though we got no yardage there. I mean, obviously, his ball carrier vision, route running, and catching is still terrible. But other than that, we should be all right as long as we keep the ball on the ground. That's risky, but we're going to find Debo for the 1st down and some. I mean, if we can put Aaron Donald out of the picture, we should be able to have an absolute field day. But I mean, if he gets going, we're gonna have a massive issue. We're gonna find Kittle though. That's another huge pickup. I mean, it may not show it because he's a 12 overall, but I mean, McCaffrey is actually pretty solid now. As you can see, he has legs. We're almost in for a touchdown. So 1 yard to go and we're in. Obviously, those upgrades are the best decision I could have possibly made. So as long as we don't get stopped behind the line, it looks like we're gonna sneak in for a touchdown. So that is 1 TD on the game for McCaffrey, and that's also going to give us the lead. I mean, I'm expecting him to go off today, to be honest. Rams did score after that, though, so now we have a tie game. I'm hoping my O-line can block for me here if they can get rid of this guy, which they will not do. So we're going to get stopped. I mean, if we got by him, that probably would have been a big game, but I'm going to put in the air this time, and hopefully Debo can give us some solid yardage here. I mean, it's looking like he's going to be wide open, so that's another 1st down. I mean, if I wasn't on a time limit right now, I'd probably run some more plays of Christian McCaffrey, but we have 2 minutes before the half, so hopefully we can just keep hitting people until we get to the 1 yard line. I mean, it looks like that's probably going to work out. We got Kittle. After that, we have like a minute and 30 seconds to try and get the ball. So I'd say the 5 yard line at this point is probably Christian McCaffrey range, and we're going to go out to 2. So hopefully I can just do the same thing as last time and hand it off to him. As long as we can get some blocks from my O-line, we should be all right. And it looks like we're going to sneak in for our 2nd touchdown of the 1st half. So obviously, my boy is playing a whole lot better than he was last game. And as you can see, we're coming back out here in the 3rd quarter. The Rams are getting absolutely slaughtered right now. So it's looking like we're going to stay undefeated so far this season. That should move us to 2-0 unless we somehow fumbled the bag. I thought this was going to be a much bigger challenge than it actually has been so far. Because when I did this video with Nick Chubb, oh yeah, there's Aaron Donald. I mean, he's been a little bit too quiet today, so I should have known that that was going to happen at some point. But as I was saying, when I did this video of Nick Chubb, we were having some serious issues scoring touchdowns, but it seems like McCaffrey is a totally different story. I really want to try and get Ayuk open off of this play, though. I mean, 99% of the time he's locked up, so we're probably going to have to go for Kittle here unless... Yeah, I probably could have hit him, to be honest with you, but I'm just going to play it safe. I mean, we've already came this far, so the last thing I want to do right now is throw an interception. So I'm just going to keep going for safe plays, and hopefully we can end off the day with 3 Christian McCaffrey touchdowns. I mean, we're in good field position once again. So as long as my boy can find a way to pick up 5 yards on the ground, which is kind of like our O-line's job to give us blocks, and then hopefully we can just burn them with our speed. And it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. So that's 3 touchdowns on the game for my boy Christian McCaffrey. I mean, surprisingly, the Rams did make a bit of a fourth quarter comeback. They got 2 touchdowns, but either way, we're going to get the dub. So that's going to move the Niners to 2-0 on the season. But anyways, with those 3 upgrades, we're going to go ahead and max out strength. We're also going to max out awareness. And for the last upgrade, I guess we'll max out carrying. And after all those upgrades, surprisingly, we're still a 12 overall. I don't know how we haven't made any progress yet. Again, those upgrades should make a huge difference, but I might just not be choosing the right upgrades to raise our overall. But I'm thinking, like, after the next game, depending how we play, I'm hoping that our overall should skyrocket. But as you can see, we got to take on the New York Giants in week 3. I mean, this is a total mismatch, so we should hopefully be able to blow them out. And it's our home opener, so I mean, we do not want to lose that one. But I guess it's time to see if those upgrades are going to pay off. I'm going to hand it off to McCaffrey again. Obviously, his speed is insane. The one thing I did notice about last game, though, is that his awareness and carrying was not the best. Obviously, those have definitely improved. So, I mean, this guy should be unstoppable right now. I mean, again, considering he's a 12 overall, which is kind of a crime right now, his overall does not show it whatsoever. But I'd say he is probably the best running back in the game with all these upgrades. After that, though, I'm going to try and go for a shot with Ayuk here. I mean, as long as he's open, I'm thinking that we should be able to get a lot of yardage here. Maybe not, because their defense just shift. He might actually be locked up. Never mind, he's wide open. Let's go. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. So that brings the ball all the way to the 40. I'm going to try and go for another run with McCaffrey. We do have to watch out for Dexter Lawrence here. Oh, we're gonna get caught. I mean, we still got 3 yards, so I'm not mad about that. That's still a pretty good pickup. I'm gonna try something though, because I haven't really done any. Yeah, okay, never mind. We can't do that. I was gonna try. That's a good catch. I thought that was gonna get intercepted for a second, but Ayuk kind of saved the day there. I was gonna try and go for a shot with McCaffrey, but we're gonna have to upgrade his catching and his route running before we start passing the ball to him. So I mean, for now at least, I'm probably just gonna keep it on the ground with him, which isn't a bad thing, because we still have Kittle, Ayuk, and Samuel to work with in the air, and it looks like Ayuk is wide open, so hopefully we can just run it in with McCaffrey now. I mean, the way he's playing, 5 yards should not be a problem. I'm gonna try something though. I do kind of want to throw the ball to him and see if this can work out. We got it to the 1. That was a solid pickup either way, but I mean, as you can see, the Giants did bring up a 3rd down after that, so we got 2 more attempts to try and punch this in with McCaffrey, and it looks like we're gonna kill them with the speed. So that is gonna get us in the end zone once again, and it's gonna give the lead to the 49ers first here. We're back out here in the 3rd quarter though. As you can see, things are not going our way. I didn't think we would be losing to the Giants at any point in this game, but apparently I was wrong, because we're down by 10. I mean, obviously if we score here, that puts us right back in this game. So the last thing I want to do is give the Giants the ball back and have them score again. We're gonna find Kittle though, so I mean, hopefully McCaffrey can run this in. At this point, we just need 8 yards, so I'm hoping that Williams can give me some blocks here. Oh, if we didn't stumble there, I feel like we definitely would have got a touchdown, but it's 3rd and goal. We need 2 yards, so hopefully we can punch this in. If not, I'm going for it on 4th down. We fumbled the football. That might be game. And as you can see, the Giants scored again. Clearly his speed is not a problem, but I mean, it seems like everything else is, so we still have a lot of work to do. That's gonna do it. They did the same thing as us. They threw an interception, so thankfully we got the ball back. We have 1 more attempt to try and get McCaffrey in the end zone for the final time this game. That's a crazy play from Debo. At this point, it shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, this guy was getting 1-yard pickups even when his speed was like 0, and it looks like we're in for the touchdown, so at least we're gonna get 2 on the game from McCaffrey. On the downside though, I mean, we're gonna suffer a pretty disappointing loss to the Giants, who are the last team I would expect to beat us. So, I mean, unfortunately, we're going to be falling to 2-1 on the season. On the bright side, we still have a winning record. But obviously, catching was a massive problem, so that's what one of these upgrades is going towards. And I mean, I guess we're also going to go ahead and max out break tackle, so hopefully we can just truck through everybody. And as you can see after those upgrades, he's gone all the way up to a 26 overall, so it still looks like we haven't made any progress. But again, I promise you, those upgrades will make a huge difference. But after that, we sim to week 5 because I wanted to play the Cowboys. As you can see, we ended up smoking the Cardinals. Cowboys are not an easy team to play, though, so this is going to be a bit of a challenge for us. We do start with the ball here, though. I want to try and throw the ball to McCaffrey to see if that catching pays off. It's looking like we're going to be locked down, though, so I'm probably going to have to try. Never mind, he's wide open. That might work out for a touchdown. Never mind, we're not going to. But either way, the defense collapsed. So that's a massive pickup. So it's looking like that catching is clearly going to pay off. I'm kind of surprised that Stephon Gilmore didn't have us locked down there. But anyways, oh, yeah. Oh, my God, we caught it. That was a nice grab from McCaffrey. Don't get me wrong, but that was all Brock Purdy. I mean, that was an absolute dot. I thought that was going to get intercepted, to be honest with you. This time, we're not getting as much yardage. Don't get me wrong. No, 5 yards is still not a bad gain. So as long as Trent Williams can block out for us, hopefully Micah Parsons won't be a problem. And it looks like we're going to sneak in for the touchdown, so it's going to work out for us. Our defense got to stop, so we got the ball back. That's good news for us. And it looks like McCaffrey has got another good pickup. Cowboys did bring up a 4th and 3 after that. I mean, I feel like this is definitely the wrong defense to try and attempt a 4th down conversion against, but I'm going for it anyways. And Debo's open, so it's going to pay off for us. I want to try and get Christian McCaffrey open again. I mean, so far we're 2 for 2 on this play. I have a feeling this time he's probably going to be locked down. Again, he's wide open. They do not know how to stop this. And it looks like this time we're going to get our first receiving touchdown of the video. So that's 2 touchdowns in the first half for Christian McCaffrey. As you can see, though, we got 2 minutes before halftime, and we have great field position. The Cowboys did score, and then Debo fumbled the ball, but I mean, after that, our defense also forced a fumble. Cowboys did bring up a 4th down after that, though, so I mean, it seems like their defense is actually starting to play well now. I'm gonna try and go for Debo here. Looks like that's gonna give us a 1st down, and we're gonna get the ball all the way to the 4-yard line. So I mean, that is exactly what we needed. I'm gonna try this play of Christian McCaffrey again and just put it in the air. I mean, oh, he's wide open. I thought that might get shut down, but apparently they're gonna forget about him. So that's 3 first-half touchdowns from my boy Christian McCaffrey, and that makes this a 2-score lead again. As you can see, the Cowboys have the lead in the 4th quarter now. So I mean, I don't know what happened, but this game's kind of gotten away from us. We were up by 2 scores, but clearly we fumbled the bag since then. Thankfully, Debo's wide open, so that's another big pickup. I'm gonna try this red zone scissors play with Christian McCaffrey, though. Let's go. That's a big gain. Cowboys did bring up a 3rd down after that, though, so I'm honestly just gonna put it in the air here, and hopefully McCaffrey can be open. I mean, Parsons kind of got on our ass there, but he's gonna catch it for the touchdown. So that is 4 TDs on the game from McCaffrey. I'm gonna try and go back to this play of Ayuk, though, because it seems like it works every time. I'm just trying my best not to throw the ball anywhere near Trayvon Diggs, because he has 2 interceptions today, and I'm really not trying to make it 3. I'm gonna try and go back to this mesh spot play of McCaffrey, though. I mean, it's worked like 50% of the time. It was amazing at the start of the game, but it kind of fell off. It's looking like he's gonna be wide open, and that is gonna be a game-winning touchdown from my boy McCaffrey. So that's 5 touchdowns on the game. That honestly might put us at a 99 overall, and even more important, we're gonna beat the Cowboys. So we're 4-1 on the season now, but with those 5 upgrades, we're gonna max out ball carrier vision. We're also gonna max out trucking. I guess we'll also max out agility. Stiff arm would also probably be a pretty good upgrade, and then we'll finish it off by maxing out change of direction. And as you can see, after all of those upgrades, my boy Christian McCaffrey is a 99 overall. So I mean, we made it. We already have a pretty solid record, so I'd like to think we should make the playoffs. I mean, with a team like this, there's no way we miss out, but we're gonna sim to the playoffs and see what's up. And as you can see, we're gonna finish off the season going 15-2. We absolutely annihilated the division. That record is also gonna give us the #1 seed in the playoffs. And it looks like we gotta take on the New York Giants, who did beat us in the divisional round. And it looks like this time we're gonna get our revenge. So now we have to play the Cowboys for a trip to the Super Bowl. And it looks like they did not stand a chance whatsoever. They got annihilated. So now we have a Super Bowl rematch against the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens start with the ball, but I mean, our defense got a stop on that drive. So now we start at the 20-yard line. I'm going to try and get McCaffrey going here. Oh, yeah, that's not happening. Rushing yards against the Ravens are going to be hard to come by today because, I mean, they do have one of the best defenses in the league, and they kind of specialize in stopping the run. So I know we are in for one hell of a game today, and obviously Lamar Jackson is going to be going off. Hopefully we can get at least 1 yard here to keep the drive alive, and we're going to barely get that. And I'm happy we got the first down, but I am a little butthurt because it seems like the run game's probably not going to work at all today. I don't want to totally abandon it yet, but for now, I'm going to put it in the air. It looks like Kittle's open. That's a first down. Even though the Niners have kind of fell off in the last 3 weeks, this is still probably my favorite pick for the Super Bowl this year. I could definitely see this happening. That's a crazy pickup from Debo, though, obviously. I'm going to try and go for another run, though. I mean, this time it looks like we're going to escape. That's a solid pickup. We only got 8 yards, but that is still the biggest run we've had all day. After that, I'm going to try and go for another run because, I mean, if it's going to work, I'm going to keep running it. This time we're getting shut down again. I mean, I'm not even surprised. I knew the run was going to be difficult to get going against a team like the Ravens. We only need 1 yard here, though, so I'd hope this works, and it looks like it's going to. I'm going for a shot for the end zone, though, after that, though. I mean, hopefully Debo can get open. If nobody's on him, this should be an easy touchdown, but Jadeveon Clowney is going to ruin our drive. This defense is beating the hell out of our offense right now. I'm not even going to lie. I mean, hopefully this play works, because if not, we might have to settle for a field goal here. I mean, thankfully, that one is still not going to get shut down. So Ayuk's in for the touchdown. That is going to give us the lead first here. I mean, that did not come easy, though. So I have a funny feeling that we're going to lose this game. I mean, thankfully, our defense ended up going off for us, though. I mean, that was all defense the whole game. But we're going to get the win. That's all that matters. And obviously, we took a 0 overall Christian McCaffrey and brought him all the way up to a 99. I'd say we definitely deserve that because that was one hell of a season. But as you can see, to end things off, it looks like Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers are going to be hoisting the Lombardi trophy. But that's going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'd really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, comment the most random thing you can think of so we can confuse everybody in the comment section. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.